The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, is to collaborate with Zeal Environmental Technologies to help efficiently operationalize the EPA's established laboratory in Takoradi to serve the petroleum industry. This was revealed by the Executive Director of the EPA, Dr. Henry Kwabena, to City Business News during a working visit to Zeal Environmental Technologies, an indigenous oil and industrial waste management giant in the Western region. City Business News' Akwesi Enim has the details.
The Environmental Protection Agency has a mandate to safeguard and protect the environment within which Ghana's oil and gas industry operates. To ensure that, the EPA has put up a laboratory in Takoradi to facilitate its regulatory role of the oil and gas industry. But the Executive Director of the EPA, Dr. Henry Kwabena, says it has not been efficient. Speaking to City Business News while on a working tour of Zeal Environmental Technologies waste treatment plant at Nyankrom in the Western region, Dr. Kokofu said Zeal has the needed expertise in oil waste management, hence it is going to collaborate to run the laboratory.
Zeal, by their name, Zeal Technology Limited, they have the means, both skill and the knowledge and the requisite machinery and all other things to deal with environmental protection issues, particularly waste management as per oil waste, water waste, other solid waste management and all that. And I'm quite impressed to be here, having seen on the first hand. We've identified some grey areas where Zeal is already on top of issues. We've asked for collaborations with EPA office in Takoradi here and the head office as well. So going forward, we've arranged for a more technical meeting that will operationalize all that we've agreed on or we're going to agree on. First on the agenda will be the laboratory setup of EPA that was set up for the hydrocarbons, the petrochemicals and all that. Zeal has expressed interest to collaborate with EPA to help operationalize it and then make good use of it. And I think it's a good step.
The Executive Director of the EPA further said more of such collaborations will follow with Zeal, which is a model example of the local content success story that must be encouraged.
Local participation and local content law was passed to advance some of these things. But regrettably, we don't have much in the horizon. But Zeal have shown the way. A purely indigenous company with all that it takes, state-of-the-art technology and skilled labor, all Ghanaians trying to match up with international multinational companies that also provide services to this petroleum industry. So we encourage Zeal to go ahead and do more. And then I also reckon that Zeal is not doing it alone, trying to bring on board some of the small indigenous companies to up their capabilities and capacities.
Zeal Environmental Technologies currently manages solid and oil waste from Ghana's offshore petroleum fields at its Nyankrom plant. The Chief Executive of Zeal, Kweku Enin, who led the EPA delegation around the plant in the Shama district, welcomed the collaboration and said Zeal is already collaborating with the EPA and other institutions like the University of Cape Coast on other fronts. It is therefore committed to push the frontiers of oil and industrial waste management in Ghana. For City Business News, I am Akwesi Enim, Takoradi.